In a shocking turn of events that has left the congregation and community in a state of confusion, Sarah Jakes Roberts has made a move that no one saw coming. She shut down all the doors of the famous Potter's House Church. Known for her powerful sermons and following in the footsteps of her father, T.D. Jakes, Sarah's decision to lock down the church has sparked rumors, speculation, and outright panic. What could have led Sarah Jakes to make such a drastic decision? Was this a reaction to internal conflict, or is there something much bigger happening behind the scenes? Stay tuned as we unravel the details of this unfolding drama, leaving you with more questions than answers as each new twist emerges. The first sign that something was wrong came without warning. Church members arrived at the Potter's house for a regular Sunday service, only to find the doors locked and a notice plastered on the entrance. The notice, signed by Sarah Jakes herself, simply stated that the church was closed indefinitely. The shockwaves spread quickly. Regular attendees were confused, and church leaders were scrambling to figure out what had happened. Why had Sarah, who has been such a prominent and beloved figure in the ministry, taken this unexpected and drastic action? What could possibly be serious enough to warrant the complete shutdown of one of the most influential churches in America? The questions were piling up, and answers were nowhere to be found. The growing speculation. As the news spread like wildfire across social media, speculation began to grow. Some people believed that this was part of a larger internal conflict brewing within the Jakes family. Could there be a power struggle happening behind the scenes? Others wondered if this had something to do with a scandal or secret that Sarah was trying to prevent from getting out. But there was also a third possibility, that Sarah was taking a stand for something much bigger. Could this be a bold move to transform the church and challenge the norms that have been in place for so long? Whatever the reason, her decision to shut down all church activities without any explanation had left everyone in a state of confusion and anxiety. With no official word from either Sarah or her father, T.D. Jakes, the tension continued to grow. Churchgoers and the wider community were left guessing, wondering if this was the end of an era for the Potter's house as they knew it. The public reaction. The news hit the media, and as expected, the headlines were filled with sensational stories about what could possibly be happening at the famous megachurch. Rumors swirled about everything from financial issues to family drama. Was Sarah Jakes distancing herself from her father's legacy, or was she dealing with personal struggles that had led her to make this decision? Members of the congregation began to speak out, with some expressing deep concern for the future of the church. Others speculated that Sarah's decision was rooted in a desire for change, a radical reimagining of what the Potter's house could be. But without any word from Sarah or the leadership, it was all just guesswork. What was truly going on behind the closed doors of the church? And what could have driven Sarah to take such a bold and, for many, alarming step? The mystery deepens. Days turned into weeks, and still, there was no official explanation from Sarah or the church leadership. With every passing day, the mystery deepened. Some began to wonder if T.D. Jakes himself was involved in the decision or if this was a move that took even him by surprise. The silence from both father and daughter only added to the tension, leaving many to question if there was a rift within the family that had reached a breaking point. Then, out of nowhere, a leak emerged. Sources close to the family hinted at a disagreement between Sarah and other church leaders over the future direction of the ministry. According to these insiders, Sarah had been pushing for a more modern, inclusive approach to the church's teachings and outreach, while others wanted to maintain the more traditional model that had made the Potter's house so successful. Could this shutdown be a power move? Was Sarah attempting to wrest control of the church's future from those who opposed her vision? The public was left guessing, but the leak only added fuel to the fire. The first response. Finally, after weeks of speculation, Sarah Jakes made a brief public statement. She acknowledged the shutdown but offered little explanation, stating only that this was a time of reflection and reorganization for the church. She urged the congregation to trust the process and promised that the Potter's house would emerge stronger than ever. But her words left more questions than answers. What exactly was she reflecting on? And what kind of reorganization was so urgent that it required the complete closure of the church? The statement provided no real clarity, leaving the public to continue speculating on what was really happening behind the scenes. T.D. Jakes breaks his silence. Just when it seemed like the mystery would continue indefinitely, T.D. Jakes finally broke his silence. In a carefully worded statement, he stood by his daughter's decision, acknowledging that change was needed within the church. But even his message was vague, offering little insight into the true nature of the conflict or the reasons behind the shutdown. T.D. Jakes' support of his daughter, however, spoke volumes. It suggested that this was more than just a personal decision by Sera. This was part of a larger shift within the leadership of the Potter's house. But what was the ultimate goal of this dramatic move? The final twist. As the dust began to settle, new information came to light. Sources close to Sera revealed that the shutdown was part of a radical restructuring plan that would see the church reopening with a completely new mission. Sera Jakes was reportedly working on a new vision for the Potter's house, one that would prioritize outreach to younger generations and marginalized communities, breaking away from the traditional mold of the church. The news shocked the congregation but also sparked excitement among some members. Could Sera's bold move be exactly what the Potter's house needed to thrive in a changing world? Or would it alienate longtime members who cherished the church's legacy under T.D. Jakes? The powerful conclusion. In the end, the shutdown of the Potter's house wasn't just about closing doors, it was about opening new ones. Sera Jakes' decision, while controversial, may be the first step in a radical transformation that will redefine the future of the church. But whether this move will lead to greater success or deeper division remains to be seen. One thing is certain. This story is far from over, and all eyes will be on Sera Jakes as she navigates the next chapter of her ministry. What happens next at the Potter's house could reshape the entire world of faith and influence, and you won't want to miss it.